Obviously coming off a road trip with two road wins in a row is a great, especially the way that we lost to South Alabama and the way that we started at Louisiana Lafayette. I was really proud of the way that our guys responded and really proud of them to get an opportunity in our first year to set a program record for road wins. Um, as uh, as we continue moving forward, obviously Chudy still being out and having to prepare for Southern Miss, I think it gives us some good momentum finishing these last two games at home.
Hey, Coach.
Coach, go ahead, Charlie.
Sorry about that, Kev. Coach, just talk about the growth that you're seeing from Ali since Chudy's been out.
I mean, I think even before Chudy was injured, he was playing better. When Chudy was still playing, I mean, he had a 15 rebound game. Um, I think the potential's always been there for Ali. He's played limited organized basketball, even his senior year. In Missouri, he didn't even get a chance to play. And so I think he's going to continue to get better. He shows up every day with the right attitude, the right mentality. He puts in work, wants to be good. And I think a big part of that also is our guys trusting him more. And really happy for him and proud of him. And he's only going to get better. He's not going to get any worse with where he's at now. He's still got a lot of upside and room to grow.
Following up on Chudy, what's kind of his status moving forward?
He'll be out for next game. Still don't have an indication yet on when he'll be back. Um, I would say it's highly improbable that he's back for either of these two home games. We're working, hopefully, try to get a chance to get him back for the conference tournament.
I know it's been a while since you played Southern Miss. Do they look any different than maybe they did in December? And what kind of
Yeah,
challenges they present?
Tavares is back. He got injured before we played him, and he just gives him a whole nother dynamic. Obviously, Weeks is amazing, and um, they do such an elite job at drawing fouls, pushing in transition, scoring off offensive rebounds. Um, they do a good job defensively, as they're one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're a problem. They're not easy to guard and they're not easy to score against, and it's going to take the right focus and mindset to be able to beat them. I mean, they're a good team and they're dangerous. Just the talent um, that they have, it's very high. I mean, those two guards are really good, and Beignet is really good, and then Hart is shooting the ball at a high level.
I mean, Coach, the versus ULM, the bench was very productive. Just talk about the depth on this team. Getting ready to go into conference tournament.
I think the depth has been one of our strengths all year long. Um, you know, we we've had multiple guys at any given night, any given game, score 20 points. I'm not sure how many players we've had score 20 in a game, but five at least, maybe six. And obviously, last game we had seven players set the program record against Division One schools, most players in double figures. And I think it's been a strength of ours all along. And just, on any given night, obviously Chandler coming off an amazing game was in foul trouble. And fortunately, we got some really good players coming off the bench that could help us lead to a win with TJ and Joey and Jackson.
I wanted to ask your thoughts about the winning nine road games. Obviously, been on the road for 16 out of 29 games. Just kind of your thoughts on what this team's been able to do away from home.
On one hand, I think it's amazing because obviously winning on the road, it's hard. But I think some of it is also like the mentality you take to it of still a gym, hoop still at 10 feet. It's like really good players aren't just really good at home, and we talk about it all the time. Like they're not just good at home and bad on the road. They wouldn't be really good players. And good players aren't just good at home and average on the road. They wouldn't be good players. And I think it's a lot of the mindset and mentality that we try to just get our guys to understand. Like good teams show up and win everywhere, and it's obviously easier said than done. And so, really proud that the fact that our guys were able to do that and set a program record in year one because, I mean, obviously that's a building block foundation on what we want to build upon for our future here.
I mean, coach, the last two games of the season are at home. What's your message to the fan base?
We need you. Um, we've got to win these two, and Southern Miss and Louisiana Lafayette are both very good teams. Southern Miss is a problem. You know, we try to stay one team ahead and locked in on them. They're a problem. They're good. We need our home court environment. We need students. We need fans. We need people going crazy. It makes a big difference for us, and we're going to need everything we can to put ourselves in position to win this game.
Coach, obviously tournament seeding matters in any format, but with this format, how much more does it put on trying to get the highest seeds you can, considering the stair step format?
Oh, it's everything. I mean, just to be able to, you know, play one less game increases your chance. Our team is good enough to win the championship. I mean, we've, you know, beaten some of the top teams. We've had some of the other top teams down. I think we've shown we can kind of play with anyone. And so to be able to play one less game to put yourself in position is huge. It's everything.
Standings kind of reflect kind of the wide open nature of this league and the fact that that tournament next week could go several different directions.
I mean, from my research, and you guys know better than me, I mean, I think this league is as deep as it's ever been. I mean, with, you know, the second to last place team is 6-9. Um, you know, from quick research I did, I mean, that's about as good of a winning percentage as you could have for a 13th, you know, team that's in 13th place. And it's been really fun to coach it, you know, just in that every night, like you're not walking into the gym. Even Louisiana Monroe, I mean, Coach Cunningham has them. I mean, they play hard. Like they've lost a lot of close games. They've got good players. They haven't been able to get over the hump, but don't mistake it that they're not dangerous. They're good. They play hard. They compete. I mean, obviously they've lost a lot of games this year, and most teams quit. And I mean, there's no quitting those guys. They compete at a really high level, and you saw it against Troy, saw it against us, and so it's been really fun to coach in.